Hey everyone, and welcome to my show. I haven't really did any webisodes for quite some time. Just been busy with playing my whole games, trying to do this and that. Been addicted to that, and that's keeping me occupied. And also, I want to start other videos. I mean, like certain videos, like short films and like little segments and skits and stuff like that, which I won't be able to do anytime soon, I believe, because I won't be able to find the right people that are interested in doing, what I want to do. So I might just have to hold off for that whole dream of mine until when I get into college next month and, basically collect a whole video staff there. Then I can do what I have to do. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't interested in. I mean, that's another reason. Well, not really why I wasn't interested in, but why I was not doing any webisodes now because I just wanted to focus more on doing that, something I always wanted to do before I started this. But it ain't gonna happen anytime soon, so I might as well go back to this. I'm gonna try and do videos again like every week or maybe every other week. I'm not sure yet. So, I just had two topics that I want to discuss. There's only one I'm gonna discuss today, and it's because I heard a lot of people talking about it. I heard it on the videos, and I heard it on sites that people discuss this, and I just want to give my thoughts and opinions on it. And that is about the topic is gay relationships and why they do not last. And the reason why I feel that it does not last is because, like I've said it countless times about the gay community, it's like a lot of them are just basically like whores. A lot of them don't know the whole definition of love and romance. They don't know anything about that. Like none of that exists to them. None of that exists to them. And to me, the only thing that's on their mind all the time, of course, is sex. So, you cannot they're not gonna be able to maintain a relationship, especially seeing that they have that whole whore mentality, which they all anyway, which I hate about them. That's one thing I really dislike. Like everyone should know that already. Sluts and a lot of things I dislike. I hate people that just want to every random person that they see that looks good, they want to run and like try and get with them, even if they are taken. That's another thing with the gay community. But I'm gonna discuss that after this part. Um, so they don't know anything about love. That whole word does not exist to them. The only thing that's on their mind is sex. Only person like they only like to they can't stay in a relationship because of course they're gonna get tired of that one person. If they see somebody else that they see on the street or on sites that they love to use, hookup sites, gay dating sites, of course they're gonna go after that person, and that's what's gonna ruin the whole relationship. They cannot keep that because to me it's like they don't even know anything about relationships either. They don't know anything about dating. They don't know anything about a real date. Their type of dating is going over to somebody's house, probably watch a movie, and then have sex right there. That's basically how it is, and it just disgusts me. And that's why, I'm ashamed to even say that I'm one of them. Like, I don't even put myself in that category. I just basically say I have my own, sexuality. Like, even though we like the same thing, we only like guys, and we share the same colors, but I have nothing to do with those people. Like, my whole mentality, personality, everything, how I present myself is way different than how you see they act. I'm not into the scene. You know how they act in the village and city and all those other places that how they act. And that just pisses me off. It makes me ashamed. That's why I just like to stay myself, stay with a little crowd. Like, I don't really have much gay friends because, seeing that all of them are the ones that I dislike. So it's very hard for me to even hang out with those type of people. As with girls, I used to mainly hang out with them, but a lot of drama with them. So I don't really know. It's just either whoever I find that's cool to me and not a fake, then that's the friend I'll be with. It doesn't matter what you are. Well, if you're straight or gay, it doesn't matter. Um, but yeah, they don't know how to. They cannot keep any relationships. I've seen this all the time. They could only stay with somebody for maybe what 3 weeks. Well, maybe the most is maybe 2 months, I would say, which to me that's very rare. That's what I would say is very rare in a gay relationship that somebody can stay that long, because a lot of people I know, of course, is the break up like what next 2 days or something, go with another person that they met and like wherever they was at, like any those gay areas that they like to hang out at. If they ever they go out with those type of people, or like the gay sites that they use, they take somebody off of there and then go with that person because that person, you know, maybe that person is the one that will always, like, they don't really give a damn. They like a whore just like them, so they'll just have sex with them anytime they want. while the person they're with now is more of the romantic type like me, who does not care about that stuff. So of course, they're gonna drop me, well, my type, I should say, and they're gonna go with that type. So that's another reason why I see it will not last, because of course that's all in their mind. And if you have somebody that's into only love and wants to, you know, actually be more romantic and express their love to that person and not only worry about that 24/7, of course it's gonna be a problem for them and they're gonna want to leave that person. Another thing is that these gay sites that they have nowadays, like hookup sites, um, a lot of them, a lot of gay people, when dating sites, well, they're not really dating sites, I should say. Well, to me, I use them as that, but when I have had, like, I see many people that I used to talk to that said they had a boyfriend, which to me makes no sense, because why would you even be on the site if you have somebody? That to me indicates that you are a whore and you're looking for somebody else, to satisfy your needs. And because, like, if I had somebody, why would I even be on the site? That's another thing that ruins it, is these sites that they have. They even have this new app, some kind of, I think it's called Radar or something, that you have this app on your phone, on your Android or your iPhone, which you could be able to locate anybody in your area that are looking for sex. So to me, like, that's even worse, and that of course is not gonna be able to keep, like, anyone's not gonna be able to keep a relationship if it's like that. Like, to me, all these new sites that they have, all these new technology they have, all this stuff is making it easier for them, of course, to find, I mean, do whatever they want to do, and that's the reason why people cannot keep these relationships. I mean, keep relationship. The sites, of course, they stay on the sites and lie, saying that they don't have the site, they don't have their account anymore. But then they stay on it and still look for people. So to me, that makes no sense. Like, these things really ruining a relationship. Facebook as well, but Facebook mainly ruins a straight relationship, not really gay, because a lot of them don't really talk about their relationships on those sites. A lot of them hide it. And a lot of gay people, of course, nowadays is the download type, which I don't like. I like the people that's outright to express themselves and actually accepts themselves for who they are and love themselves. And if you don't accept yourself and you want to hide it and be on the download, that means you don't care, you don't love yourself, and you don't love what you are. So to me, I don't really dislike that. I try to help people with that, but it doesn't really help that much. And another thing with gay relationship, why doesn't it last? Because most of the time they hang. I mean, they go out with a bisexual, which is another sexuality. Well, that doesn't exist to me, and also which I dislike, because they go out there, they could go out there any two genders, and they does like they mainly they to me they're even worse than gays. They they're like twice as worse, because they of course they worry about sex 24/7. Of course they could get it from either a girl or a guy. So to me, they even worse. They don't know how to keep a relationship, because of course they're still confused and don't know what the hell they want. So that's another reason why they won't be able to maintain it, because of course they'll get tired of one gender and move on to the next. To me, they're like the king of whores, I should say. But then again, the femme gay ones, I believe is up there. They're the top list, then the bi, then the regular, the normal gay types. Um, and that's another thing. That's the reason why I'll never go out bisexual or anything, because that's not my type of people. Don't like it. You should either know what you like from now. Like, I know people that's like way in their 20s and still confused and don't know what the hell they want. So of course that's probably gonna be offending a lot of people out there that are like that. I know a couple of friends like that, but that's just my opinions and that's how I see it. Like, you should already know what you want, because you can only go for one race. I mean, one gender or another. You can't have both. So that's another thing that I dislike about those type of people. And that's my reason of why I think they cannot hold a relationship as well, because it's just like how the whole feminine gay guys are. They just have sex on the mile 24/7. They can't stay with somebody. They don't know what love is, and they don't know how to maintain love. They don't know how to maintain a relationship. They don't know anything about it. So that's my whole opinion on that, and that's why I feel that, of course, this whole gay relationships and love is dead. Like, I'm happy that the whole marriage thing passed, but like, one young person that you see nowadays that's gonna be into getting married. Well, I am, of course, but there's not many youngins that I know that are actually interested in getting married. So, of course, what they, like, a lot of them I'll talk to, they're not into relationships. They're like, oh, they can't do this and that. Like, I understand, yeah, you don't want the stress and everything, but if you're gonna be the one that's gonna be a hoe and just go with anybody you see, I mean, do everybody you see on the street, then of course that's dirty. I don't understand how you can be able to do that anyway with a random person you don't know from anywhere, what the hell he has, or, to me, I don't understand that. That's why, a lot of STDs are going around, and sometimes people get upset that people are blaming, the gay community for all the like AIDS and stuff that's spreading. I actually kind of agree with that as well because look what they're doing. Like they're making themselves look bad, and of course they only worry about sex. So of course, if you talk about STDs and like you talk about that, that's what they mainly get. I mean, the gay community gets, and they get upset. Shouldn't be upset because they just cause mad themselves, and that's how I see it as well. Like a lot of them just into that. A lot of them I know actually do have that. I've talked to a couple that do, and it's just a shame. Like what this world is going to. That's the only thing on people's mind nowadays, and that's one reason why I stay away from that certain type of people, that whole community. Try and find the decent ones, which is very, very difficult to find. And if I do find a decent one that's into what I'm into, they either claim that they're only into friends, which they're not. So it's like either way, I lose here. And this whole generation is crap anyway. It sucks. And that's why I'll never be able to keep a relationship. That's why I never had a real one because 3 weeks don't count, and also the person was bi because I didn't know anyway. So that's why I was also pissed off at that. That's why I cannot be with the type of people because they don't know what the hell they want, and the confused type is really obsessed me because one thing they say this thing, then they say that, and they say this, then they say that. So I can't deal with that. And yeah, that's basically it. That's my whole opinion and thoughts on gay relationships, why it doesn't last. Because everyone, I mean, all the gays that I know, well, all the gays in general out there, that you could tell everybody else, they'll say the same thing, and they're all whores. They only worry about sex, and that's about it. They don't know what love is. They never heard the word. It's like they never heard the word before. It's something new to them. They never heard about relationships, never heard about romance, never heard about a real date, a whole restaurant, eating, hanging out, and then that's it. A little kiss goodbye, and you go. That's not their side. They're not. That's not their type of dates, and they don't know anything about relationships. That's why I will never last, and that's why I will never be able to find anybody. So just might as well stay alone, stay single, a lone wolf. Don't care about anything. Just do what you have to do, fulfill your goals in your life, career, stuff like what I'm doing right now with whole video producing and stuff like that. Do all of that, get rich, and basically that's it. Live your life. Don't have to worry about these idiots here. I guess whenever I move out of state or out of country, maybe I'll find a decent person there in Europe or Canada, something like that. Because New York is crazy. So I hope you all enjoy this episode of mine. I'll see if I can be able to do another one next week or the week after that. And I'll have the topic posted on my blog or Twitter. So hope you all enjoy this, and I'll see you all next week or next 2 weeks. All right, bye.